Welcome back, everybody. So in this box right here, I have a mounted deer head, and with that deer head are the giant sheds that we found, or the landowner had found out in Ohio. It's actually the deer that I archery hunted in Ohio really hard, and I was presented with the opportunity from Matt to set those sheds on a head that he had, and we talked about it a little bit, and I went ahead and shipped the antlers out to him, and he stuck them on a mounted head for me. So I'm gonna get to check this deer out every day when I come down to drink my morning coffee and remember all the times hunting him and possibly arrow him this fall, which would be nuts. But I'm gonna go in a lot more detail about what Matt does and how he operates his little business he has. And let's go ahead and unbox this. I'll show you how he ships everything. He does a really good job shipping it and keeping everything safe. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. So he's got the antlers in this box, I would assume, right here, and then the deer is mounted right in there, and it's really well padded and covered up. And let's go ahead and set this camera up and I'll take them out.
Come here, Sika.
So I opened up the first portion of the package, and they even were nice enough to send us Chex Mix, peanuts, blackberry jelly, and some strawberry jam, which looks really, really yummy. So Chris and his wife, Amber, are into all kinds of stuff, from mountain deer heads to jam, jelly, and trail mix. They do a little bit of everything, but we still have these two to open up. So we're gonna go ahead and get those opened up, see what we got. There's the horns. They're very well wrapped and bubble wrapped. Show you how he connected those rods to the base of it to connect down into the top of the mount. Just like that. Did a really good job putting those things in there. Here's the mount. He was able to protect the face and ears really well, how he had it wrapped up here. Let's go ahead and get those off. Very nice. Mount is in really good shape. And you can see right where he created the inserts to put the sheds in. He did a really good job on that. I don't know how good you can see that, but let's go ahead and get it on the wall and see how it looks hung up. Okay, everybody. So here's the buck on the wall. You guys watched me unbox it and everything. It came all the way from Virginia. Chris Wiley did an awesome job on this thing. These are obviously the two shed antlers off the buck that I hunted in Ohio pretty much all season last year. I was never able to lay my eyes on him in real life, but I got tons and tons of trail camera pictures and videos of him. This was the deer I was after, and unfortunately I was never able to make it happen, but we were really fortunate You know, I knew he shed both his antlers right there close to where I was hunting him, because I had a picture of him with both, and the same night I had him with one, and then right after that I had him with none, like the next day. And it was very easy to see that it was him. He had big bloody bases. But anyways, I went out there and looked all over for his sheds, and I was unsuccessful in finding them, and I got back, and the landowner went out the very next day and picked them up. And unbelievably, I walked right by them somehow. I must be thought they were logs or something. I don't know how I didn't see them, but I sent the landowner my Onyx track of where I was looking, and he's like, man, they're pretty much right where you had looked. And it's like, well, that's nice to know. I wonder how many I've walked by. But the landowner was gracious enough to just give the sheds to me. Super nice guy. You know, can you imagine finding 150 7-inch set of sheds and just giving them to somebody on a permission farm? Really, like I didn't know this guy from Adam, and you know, he just gave me permission to hunt this place, and I was really fortunate to meet this guy and get in on this piece of property. And I just went out there this week and set up some trail cameras, so we're going to see what this deer turned into this year. I'm sure he's huge. I mean, I think he's pretty mature right now, so it'll be interesting to see if he got any bigger, if he shrunk, or what happened. But anyways, I want to tell you how you guys can get this done with your deer. Chris has tons of mounts in stock. He does skull caps, where if your horns are connected to the skull, he can mount them for you, or he does sheds where he'll mount them just like this. You know, this comes right out just like that, so you can take it off and show whoever you want to show. You just put a rod in it, as you guys can see, and it slides right back in, just like that. Fluff the hair up around the base, and it's good to go on the wall. Chris is actually going to do a 10% discount code for anybody that wants to get any work done off this video. He'll take the total cost of, you know, whatever taxidermy works he's doing for you, and whatever it costs to ship the item out, he'll take 10% off the gross number. So I'll put that code in the link below the video here, so you can use that if you have him do anything. But like I said, he's got tons of mounts in stock right now, and he also does normal mounts too if you want to get your own deer mounted. So what Chris does a lot is he goes to kind of like a bunch of auctions and estate sales, and he buys mounts that, you know, are getting sold in that auction, and he kind of refurbishes them. You know, this was an old mount that he had got at one of these auctions, and he air paints them and does all kinds of stuff and makes them look like brand new. I mean, this mount looks phenomenal. It even matches the deer itself. You know, I sent him a picture, a trail camera picture, and this deer had a lot of gray in his face, and he looks unbelievably similar. It's really impressive what Chris was able to do, and he was able to, you know, match the horns up just perfect on his head. So if you guys want any work done from him, I'm going to put his Facebook pages in the link in the description, as well as his Gmail account, or his email account. I don't know if it's a Gmail account. I'm going to put his email account in there as well. He does all kinds of stuff, so you name it, contact him and he'll do it. So I can't thank Chris enough for setting these sheds up for me, and did an absolutely phenomenal job, and really appreciate it. I'm sure it took him a long time to get all this the way it is, and you know, I can't thank him enough for that.